Peace family, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you guys check out the description box down below. If y'all are interested, I definitely do offer personal readings. I'm available. All the information is going to be down below per usual, okay? As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're doing this one with a twist, okay? We are going to revisit and tap into the energy of that whole debacle between Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, okay? At the time of this recording, it is August 9th. If you guys are up to speed with the blogs and the news and the media, then you guys may have been aware that Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, okay, was sentenced as of yesterday, August 8th, to 10 years in a state prison in California due to the incident between him and Megan Thee Stallion, whose real name is Megan Pete, okay? So I'm treading into this situation very lightly into this reading, okay? I've touched on this topic months ago, back when the verdict was originally served, back in November or December time. So if you guys want, you guys can tap into that reading as well. Just, scroll down a little bit on my channel and you'll find it. It shed a lot of light on a lot of things and things going on behind the scenes and a lot of money at play. And there was a very strong connection and bond relationship between the two, Tory and Megan. Okay. And you guys, I just want you guys to know too, before I dive into this reading, I don't pick sides. Okay. I am really, really not even the type to follow too much of that celebrity gossip world, Hollywood, music industry bullshit. But the fact that I had the need to revisit this topic by using my discernment about this situation, it's really unsettling to me. Unfortunately, again, guys, I don't pick sides. I'm not here to say, oh, he's innocent, oh, he's guilty. A verdict is a verdict. A sentence is a sentence, so it kind of is what it is. But just something in my spirit does not sit well with me with this whole situation just overall, and it's very convoluted. It's been very dragged out, okay? So I kind of just want to tap back into this and see what is really, really going on beneath the surface between all of these energies involved, okay? So before we tap in, just make sure you guys are definitely liking the video. If you guys like the message, you like how I do readings, make sure you guys show that love, okay? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, let me know. That lets me know that I'm doing my job right, okay? This particular reading does not resonate with you or your spirit. That's fine. There are plenty of other readings on the channel for y'all to check out, okay? So just to start, I pulled out a couple of Kipper cards already just to represent and who we're talking about and have some organization to the reading here. So I have the main male card out. That's going to represent Tory. Okay, we have the main female card, which is going to represent Megan. And then I pulled out the courthouse card as well, just to kind of get a little bit of an inkling on what's going on as far as the lawyers, the prosecutors, the court system, the judge, as far as that goes, just as a whole, as a system in regards to this case, okay? And just a quick disclaimer, this video does not represent the views, thoughts, or opinions of any of the people involved, okay? This video is simply just for entertainment, educational purposes only, okay? So we're going to use some oracle cards, use some tarot to clarify these energies and see what else is going on a little bit beneath the surface here. So I made sure I had to cleanse out the space and really, really, really just sit in some silence before I started and before I tapped into this energy, because it's, if you guys are familiar, if you know, Hollywood, entertainment industry, music, movies, that whole realm in itself it's a different ball game. Okay, spiritually, it's a different ball game. Okay, most of those people dip and dabble into other things that your average everyday person like you and I or whatever wouldn't necessarily deal with or dabble in or experience. Okay, so we have to take that into account, that these people are in a totally different lifestyle than you and I may be. All right, so again, we're gonna use some oracle cards here. We're gonna start with Tory. then we're going to go into Meg, and then we're going to end the reading out with clarification about the court systems involved in this particular case. So, Holy Spirit, please protect me and my readers, my viewers, as we tap into this energy of Tory and Megan. Please give us some clear, concise messages regarding this verdict and regarding this sentence with Tory Lanez. Holy Spirit, thank you. Please give us some clear, concise messages for Tory. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Holy Spirit. Okay, so the first card that fell out, it says, I like you. All right, someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, want to date. That's funny because I had mentioned that literally just a few minutes ago. The very first reading I did on this situation months ago, that very strong connection, that strong bond between the two of them, Tory and Megan, absolutely came out. It stood out in a majority of the reading. So the fact that this first card is coming out, I like you, is basically just kind of reconfirming that the energy between them two was definitely more than just like a business relationship, a music relationship, okay? And that was definitely clarified and proven in court, okay, that there was more of a relationship between the two of them that they led the public to believe back then in 2020, okay? I'm gonna get one more on his energy, one of these. I feel like he still, admires her and still kind of like, views her as somebody that he really wanted to like be with, or saw himself being closer to, or they just had a really close connection. I know in the court documents it stated that they really would bond over heavy drinking and over the fact that they both have unfortunately lost their mothers, okay? So that was something that kind of bonded them two together, and I think it grew from more of a friendship to we actually like each other. But I'm getting this sense where it's like, and more so from like Megan's standpoint already, I feel like, there was something that it just didn't work for both of them to announce that publicly, that they were involved with each other in a romantic way. So she definitely liked him. He liked her, definitely more than both of them let on anybody else to believe around them. Okay, there was flirting involved, doing a lot of traveling together back and forth, okay? Let's see. Let me get one more on this. Ooh. All right. Wow, we have passion, okay? Insane chemistry, like each other equally. Like I said, it wasn't just one-sided with this, relationship, this dating situation they were involved in. They both liked each other very much, more than they ever let on to the public to see or believe, or even like their teams or family members and closest friends, I feel like didn't really know about that. Insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun, okay? So these two definitely like had a lot of passion for each other, or in this case, since I'm clarifying Tory, had a lot of passion, a lot of love for this woman, okay? And I feel like this is more pointing toward like before the incident even happened, guys, okay? So I feel like I'm hearing heartburn. Like, I don't know if he may suffer from like acid reflux or heartburn or something, but I feel like literally like his heart was burning for her. Like, he may have really like been in love with this woman or loved this woman, and vice versa, okay? She liked him just as much as he did, but I feel like there's a sense here where it wasn't going to be good for her image or something at that time. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting this. Ooh, sorry guys, those are my keys that just fell. My cat knocked over my keys. But anyway, I feel like there was definitely something going on here where there's like exchanging of gifts, and again, like I said before, traveling together. I'm seeing like shopping sprees and stuff like that. I just really feel like his heart was in a more genuine place when it comes to his feelings for her, okay? And Tory is a Leo, just to put that out there, okay? And Megan is an Aquarius. So Leo and Aquarius are exact opposites on the horoscope. So if some of you guys may be Aquarians or Leos and may realize that, but Aquarius and Leo, they have a very strong bond connection with each other, almost like without them knowing. You get what I'm saying? I feel like they had this connection almost right away. It was like, damn, I feel like I've known you for 1,000 years type of thing, when they first initially met. But there's definitely a very, very strong, heavy aura around his love and his passion for her and his care for her. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 on Megan, and then we'll move on and get 2 of these for the courthouse card to represent the judge and the court system, the lawyers, and then we'll dive into some tarot to clarify this. Why? What's going on with Megan? Let's do some kind of concise messages for Megan. Thank you. For Megan, Holy Spirit, thank you. Okay. And not enough. Okay, it says frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, and jealousy. 1101, 111 on the timer as I said that. Yeah, it seems like either Megan was kind of like frustrated with the way that the relationship was going between her and Tory, or it's like with this jealousy here and fear and ego issues, maybe there was some kind of like jealousy between how she felt and, you know, towards Tory being involved with other women or other people or something like that. Now we know, of course, it was revealed in court that, you know, Megan and her best friend Kelsey were both involved with Tory romantically at the same time. That's kind of what led to this whole situation in the first place. Him basically spilling the beans in that car ride. So I feel like with this coming out, not enough. Like I said, it was something about her image that would have been kind of altered or looked at differently had she went public with this relationship. Because one, she wasn't involved with him in the first place, you know, prior to her best friend. That was after. And two, I just feel like there's like some, again, just, it's like an ego thing involved here. I feel like being seen with him would have altered her public perception, and it probably would have, you know, like her ego basically would have been at jeopardy here. Okay, it's like you can't have somebody who is doing better than you, whether it be financially, business wise, emotionally, whatever. You can't have someone doing better than you and your ego is big, and now you're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Frustrated in the relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage. I really think that with this coming out, it seems as though she may have sabotaged this friendship and this genuine connection and these feelings that she had for him for other like selfish reasons possibly. Okay. Again, it's like this fear or something that it wouldn't have been accepted by the public, her being with Tory or liking Tory or loving Tory or letting people know that they were sleeping together or whatever. Okay. Let's see. Let me get one more on this. Thank you. Let me get one more on this. I think she was just very frustrated, you know, in that whole situation with the party and at Kylie Jenner's house, him wanting to stay and not leave with them in the first place. They went back for him. Okay, that's definitely like coming out here, her being jealous of that situation. Now, I'm not saying she's quote unquote jealous of somebody else's looks or anything like that, because Megan is a very, very beautiful woman, okay? And she shows off more confidence than what she really feels on the inside is basically what I'm trying to say. But you know, that slight bit of jealousy did show when it was revealed that, you know, he wanted to stay with Kylie at her house and not leave with them, basically. All right. So let me get one more on this. Yeah, you can tell he's a very passionate person with anything that he does, anybody he's involved with, it seems like. Okay. Let's see. Let me get one more on her. Let me get one more on her. All right. It says kisses. Okay. Unconditionally loving, giving, and receiving affection, falling in love. Wow. Okay. Something is telling me that she feels bad about him being sentenced at the end of the day in this case. Not to say she should feel bad for being injured or for being hurt, okay? But the fact that she really liked him and cared about him, and this card even says falling in love, okay? She really, really did care about this man, and this man cared about her, and I feel like there possibly could have been something a little bit more serious to this had, you know, certain things not have happened, or him, you know, not being able to keep his dick in his pants, basically, all right, and messing with two best friends really, really ruined that. On the potentiality of what that could have been between them two. But with this not enough coming out and kisses, it's like, again, like I said, she was upset, she was frustrated, and it's like, because she knows she's not the only one, okay? I feel like her energy, she wants to be the one and only if she's going to be involved with somebody, all right? And it's like the sense of ego in the way, and like it's like a heightened sense of ego. I want to say narcissism almost, okay? It's like you love somebody, but it's like your public image may be in jeopardy here, but you love them, but you're not going to act like you love them because you're too worried about your public image or how other people are going to see you, all right? And again, trying to kind of keep something under wraps and hidden here because he was already involved with the best friend, right? So that's definitely coming out here, that there was a very, very strong, deep connection between the two of them. I'm going to get 2 on this courthouse energy and see what comes out for that. And then we'll just dive into the tarot, guys, okay? Let's see, why is this courthouse card? This courthouse here. This courthouse here, Holy Spirit, thank you. Ooh. You gotta be kidding me. The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Okay, 1717 on the timer as I said that. That's interesting. The fact that the Grim Reaper is coming out underneath the courthouse. Obviously, we know that the judge, you know, didn't give him any second chances, okay? It says grow and transform your life. That sounds more like rehabilitative energy, okay? Grow and transform and change and do better. I know, like in the court documents, it did say that Tory's lawyers are trying to push for that, like maybe getting some kind of like substance abuse program and a rehab instead of getting sent to prison. Personally, I don't think that prison is necessarily like the best place in order to, like, you know, have somebody change and grow. I feel like it's a lot more detrimental to somebody than it is beneficial or helpful. It seems to be more of like a slap, like throw somebody in some shackles just to teach them a lesson. You get what I'm saying? So with the Grim Reaper, I'm hearing like the devil's in the details as well. They definitely didn't have any remorse for him. I feel like with this Grim Reaper card coming out, I'm getting this sense that it was kind of like already decided, like all the letters that were written on his behalf, the testimonies, whatever. I'm kind of getting this sense that, all right, you guys can say all that, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day because this is over with. Like, he's going away. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm hearing like the devil's in the details. That's like a skull and a hood on that card. Let me get one more on this. The Grim Reaper. I don't like that. What's going on? Let me get one more on this. Okay. Another transformative card. It says the Butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child. Growth. So it's funny because that came out in the court documents as well, where, you know, Tory and his father basically pleaded with the courts and the judge, you know, stating that he has experienced childhood trauma and that he was basically masking that trauma in substance abuse and alcohol and all of that. And that's why they were kind of like looking to get a, you know, the sentence kind of lessened to like rehabilitative or counseling and things like that. But it seems like this is gonna, obviously this has changed his life. Something like this happening even back then in 2020, before anybody was ever sentenced of any sort. This situation has definitely changed both of their lives in different ways. Okay. Relationship evolving to the next phase. I feel like the court systems, it says the next phase and grow and transform on both of these cards though. I feel like there could be like a change in something here, like in like a break in the case, or a change in something to do with the people involved in the court, as far as like the prosecutors or the attorneys or the judge goes. I'm getting like there's this butterfly next to the Grim Reaper. I feel like, there's a sense of remorse here, or this small space in the heart of the court or the judge here, that kind of, I don't want to say feels bad about the sentencing, but it's like they kind of did what they had to do, basically, is what I feel like. And there's like a very, very like small sense of like hope and remorse there, for both parties, I feel like. But at the same time, it just seems like, they know they basically put a nail in a coffin for this man, but it's like there is still the opportunity, there is still a chance for something here to change. Okay. Is what I'm getting. So let's get into some tarot. Let's see what else is going on here, because this is very interesting. Again, there's a lot of like passion here, a lot of love. Okay. I'm gonna start with Tory and see why this energy is here. Messages. Thank you. Get one more. Okay. Oh wow. So you have the Chariot, the Sun, and the Four of Wands. This is like some pretty positive energy here. Pretty much straight off the bat, right away. A lot of Leo energy. Okay, Leo with the Sun, you have Cancer with the Chariot, and then Aries, Leo, Sag with this Four of Wands. So I really do feel like he has a lot of faith. He's got a lot of hope. He believes very heavily in himself, and I feel like he believes very strongly in God. Okay, and I know not everybody subscribes to that ideology or anything, but he does. It's screaming at me. He's got a lot of faith, a lot of optimism, a lot of hope. Okay, with this Sun card here, I feel like he still feels as though he wants to like move forward from this and like share like some type of truth here. But I feel like, this talks about police, the Chariot card. This is not like travel or vehicular movement here. This could talk about police, if not EMTs, like stuff like that. This is also an energy of like moving forward, overcoming obstacles, and coming out the victor, the winner, successful. All right, and it's very interesting that this is coming out, because he essentially, lost the whole trial and was sentenced to 10 years. So it's very interesting that this energy is coming out, because this is a very positive, vibrant energy to be in. And you have the Four of Wands. This talks about reunions, celebrations, homecomings, weddings, anything like that, baby showers, graduations, things of that sort. Yeah, again, like my heart burns. It just feels like, I feel like he still really loves this woman in regards to Megan. Okay, even with all of this stuff going on, I feel like he still, would have wanted to overcome and see brighter days, and forgive. I feel like he's very optimistic that things will turn around in his favor. And it's interesting that this Four of Wands came out, because again, that's like reunions, celebrations, homecomings. Okay, it's like he's optimistic about coming home. He's optimistic about things going in his favor, basically, and working out for him. And again, coming out the victor, after bulldozing through so many obstacles here. Okay, but with this Sun card, it can also talk about truth, things coming to the surface, things coming to light, revelations. I feel like he's kind of just waiting for the truth to come out. And I just said that a few minutes ago. I feel like there could be a change or something in this case that, could alter something here. And it looks like in a more positive sense so far as he goes, with this Sun and the Chariot card. Let me see. Let me get 3 more on this, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Get 3 more on this. I feel like he's a very honest person, which is crazy, guys. Like, this is his energy coming out with the Leo. I just feel like I know he has a son as well. There's a son on this card. It's funny because his dad's name is Sun Star. So there's a lot of like spiritual, astrological phenomena going on around this situation just in its entirety, okay? I feel like he's a very truthful, honest, triumphant person with the sun coming out next to the Chariot, and I definitely feel like there is something that's going to be coming out to light soon that will, I really don't want to like predict this too early, guys, but I'm usually pretty spot on with my readings. I'm not going to lie, not to toot my own horn, but this is just screaming to me like coming home, okay? Like, if not rushing home, driving home, police bringing you home. Okay, this 4 of Wands talks about like domestic matters, just in general, okay? Things to do with the household, marriages. I feel like he really, really like wants to move forward. Obviously, I know you want to come home. If you're sitting in prison rotting away, of course you want to come home, but it's very specific with this Chariot because that talks about obstacles being overcome and you coming out on top as the winner. So I feel like he's kind of just waiting for his day for things to be revealed. And I just feel like there's this sense of like not wanting to say anything himself. You know, for those of you that might be asking, well, if he's so honest, he's so truthful, why didn't he just get on the stand? Why didn't he just share his story? Because again, the amount of love and feelings and the way his heart was involved with this woman, with Megan, okay, how much he cares about her, but it's like he wasn't going to throw her under the bus, basically. It's just kind of like one of those instances where you defend somebody till the wheels fall off. That's basically what I'm getting, okay? And it's almost like he sacrificed himself in a way in order for her to be good or like to come out on top or something. But I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. And it just seems like he's supposed to be like the winner here, the person coming out on top, but that's just not the case right now, obviously, okay? Let me get 3 more on this, Holy Spirit. The 2 of Cups just tried to pop out. So again, indication of that strong bond, that strong connection between the 2 of them. Okay, let's get 3 more on this, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Woo! Okay, 3 of Wands. Again, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Yeah, that talks about travel. They could, I feel like there may be an instance where something may happen in the case and he may just end up being like deported or something like that. With this 3 of Wands coming out underneath the 4 of Wands. 3 of Wands can talk about travel, doing something overseas, relocating, moving. After somebody has made a decision out of that 2 of Wands, they decided to fully move on and move forward, okay? And I feel like this, again, coming out underneath the 4 of Wands, which is like domesticated matters and home matters, reunions, I feel like he may be able to be like deported or something, and go back home and be with his friends and his family again, but it may just take some time, okay? This is like the 3 of Wands is also a waiting energy, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to change, waiting for somebody to say something or whatever. He's patiently waiting for his day to come where he can go back home, have a reunion with his family. I think he almost wants to reunionize with her as well, I feel like. Considering the situation, I don't see that happening, but I feel like there may be a sense, and there's 2 cards of travel here, the 3 of Wands and the Chariot. It seems as though there's a potential there of him being able to travel again or be relocated. That's why I'm saying maybe like just deported to go back to where he came from, which is Canada. Huh. Wow, at the 10 of Pentacles, he's got a lot of hope and optimism coming out of this. That's for sure. It's crazy to see that someone has so much faith and just passion still within their heart and within themselves after going through something like this, and being sentenced to jail for something that, he claimed that he did not do. And still to be in jail and have so much optimism. With this 10 of Pentacles, that talks about legacy, wealth, abundance. This is the most Pentacles out of the whole deck, okay? This is also like generational wealth, family, institutions. This can also talk about like an inheritance, okay? So this is like a lot of money coming in, being very stable, very secure. I'm getting something about like a lawsuit or suing somebody. I feel like if something were to come out and break this case, that will end up turning him the victor with this Chariot card. I feel like he's gonna try to reap the benefits and try to like get his money back if he were to go through like a lawsuit or something with either between Megan or like the system for like wrongfully, convicting him or something to that extent. Okay, with the ten of Pentacles is coming out underneath the Chariot, which again to me represents police or ambulance, EMT. Okay, so I don't know, like someone may owe him some money, either that or he was spending a lot of money on this case over the last few years with different lawyers and shit like that. Of course, you've been trying to defend your name for the last 3 years. That's a lot of money going out to attorneys and lawyers fees, guys, okay? Ooh, what did I say? I knew it. Ace of Swords? Guys, this is like truth, clarity, things being revealed, things coming to the forefront. Clarity. All right, I'm hearing, what is that? Like the 3 blind mice. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. And this is coming out underneath the sun. Yeah, like there is definitely like some kind of truth or clarity that's going to come out. It's going to be, I don't want to say exposed, but I feel like he's going to finally like find some strength with that sun card and find that courage to really like speak up and speak his truth, because he hasn't this whole time, guys. He's like really waiting, I feel like, for the right time, and the right scenario, the right situation, the right moment to really say something. And I feel like it's really gonna just surprise everybody. I'm feeling like, I really do. Okay, with this Ace of Swords coming out underneath the sun, that's things being revealed, things coming out, truth, clarity, honesty, truthful conversations. Okay, what is this truth about, Holy Spirit? Why is this sun and the Ace of Swords here? I'm gonna get one more on this and then we'll move on to Megan. Okay. Why is Ace of Swords here, Holy Spirit? And the sun. Thank you. Why is Ace of Swords here in the sun? Why is Ace of Swords here in the sun? And then Ace of Swords also talks about another victory, like more success, okay? Like the crown on top of that sword, that signifies a win, victory, okay? Why is the sun and the Ace of Swords here, Holy Spirit? Thank you. 3 of Cups just tried to flip over, okay? Reunions, celebrations. Again, once the truth is revealed, I feel like he's going to be able to reunionize with his friends and his family, go back home, travel again with that 3 of Wands, all right? I definitely see some kind of like reunion or celebration happening here. Let me see. Why is this Ace of Swords in the Sun card here? What is this truth about, Holy Spirit? What is this truth about? What is this truth about? 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. This is like a very affluent, very stable energy, okay? This is very independent energy as well. This is also someone who's very handsome, very beautiful. I feel like, he views Megan Thee Stallion as very beautiful. She viewed him as someone who's very handsome, very charming as well. This is like, enjoying the fruits of all of your hard work and your labor. That 9 of Pentacles. I feel like he's really gonna, you guys, and again, please, like I said in the beginning of the reading, like, I'm not here to be biased. I'm not here to be picking sides and none of that. I'm just reading the cards, okay? And if you guys are into tarot, then you know that all of these cards are great cards for the most part, okay? So it's either like this is just what he's hoping for, but I feel like this is more of a genuine outcome. Maybe not right now. It may just require some patience, okay, with this Pentacle energy here coming out. It may just take some time. How much time? I don't know, but this 9 of Pentacles is someone who you know, again, enjoys the fruits of all of their labor. They've worked hard, and now they're just enjoying the abundance. And this is a very extravagant lifestyle as well, like nice clothes, nice cars, nice home, you know, hair done, nails done, everything did basically. Okay. I just feel like once the truth comes out, whatever this truth is that needs to be exposed, I think he'll feel better as well, like mentally with this Ace of Swords, this just spiritually. I feel like he'll feel a little bit more whole once some kind of truth comes out or that's revealed here. Okay, and again, I see him spending a lot of money on lawyers and shit like that. There's a lot of money being spent here in order for the truth to come out in a proper way. Did he have his opportunity to speak the truth? Yes, he absolutely did. That's him and his lawyer and his team of lawyers. That's their fault for not allowing him to get on the stand and speak his truth, whatever that may be. But I definitely see somebody, you know, Tory here coming out on top and really kind of just basking in the independence that he has. Now, I'm not like a big conspiracy theory person, none of that, okay? But this sense of independency here, we are aware Tory was not signed to a label any longer at the time of this incident. He was fully independent, making his music, directing, editing his own videos and albums and shit like that. So I feel like his sense of independency, which ultimately led to so much success, okay, with the Sun, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Basically what I'm trying to say is I feel like he was making way too much money as an independent person, as an independent artist, okay, and I feel like, you know, with the machine, the labels and all that, it was like, whoa, you can't be making all this money being independent. Like, what do you mean? And then Ace of Swords is like cutting somebody off, cutting out the weeds, removing and clearing a path. It's like, you know, I can cut y'all off and I don't need y'all. I can do my own thing and make my own money independently. And I think there is an underlying sense here of like, no, like you can't do that. Why would you do that? You can't make this much money without us, blah, blah, blah. And then he ended up basically proving them wrong, and now here we are. And I'm not saying like because he was making music independently, that's why he's in jail. It's obviously the situation that occurred that night in 2020 is the reason why. But underlying whatever he was dealing with the labels outside of that, the Megan Thee Stallion shooting and all that, his strong sense of independency and the success he was having independently was definitely a factor at some point here in the downfall of him. Okay, but yeah, let's move on. I know this reading is a little long, guys, okay, so just hang in there. All right, we're gonna move on to Megan and see what comes out for her. Again, we have not enough in the kisses card. Okay, frustrated, lack of confidence, jealousy, falling in love, giving and receiving affection. Okay, first card out we have is the Queen of Swords. This is her energy right away. Aquarius energy. This is someone who is, first of all, very smart. Okay, Queen and King of Swords are very intelligent. They usually use mind over heart, okay, mind over matter, logic over emotions. This can be someone who is very cold, very straightforward, very sharp shooter, all right? And it's interesting because you have the Ace of Swords that came out under him, which represents truth and clarity, and so does the Queen of Swords, okay? And someone who does not come to play games, basically. I feel like she is very steadfast and very serious. You know, this can also be someone who's a little bit bitter as well with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the widow of all the queens, all right? Someone who has lost a significant other, or has been divorced, and they have become, you know, a little cold, a little bitter. Queen of Swords is not really the person you go to for a shoulder to cry on, okay? She's gonna tell you straight up, tell you how it is, whether you like it or not, basically, okay? And again, I felt with this frustrated in a relationship, self-sabotage, jealousy, not enough coming out. It's like whatever conversation that happened here, whatever truth she shared or found out about, again, between Tory and Kelsey and Megan and all that stuff, whatever like kind of truthful conversation that was had here, I feel like it may have contributed to this energy of frustration, self-sabotage, feeling less than, or whatever, okay? It's like, if I'm not the only one, then there should be no other, basically. You know what I'm saying, guys? Okay, and this is someone, again, King or Queen of Swords, can be a little mean, not the nicest person usually, all right? I don't know these people from a can of paint. I'm just reading cards. She could be the nicest person on the planet, but when it comes to this situation, not necessarily, not really, okay? Let me get one more, Holy Spirit, thank you. Okay, let's see. Oops. The Knight of Cups and the Judgment card. This is interesting. Knight of Cups can talk about an offer. Usually like an offer of romance, okay? Like an emotional offer, like more of a stable offer romantically, okay? It's like somebody basically not afraid to show their emotions or like wear their heart on their sleeve here. But again, it's like with this not enough, like being in fear and frustrated, it's like in this Judgment card, that can literally mean like being judged, okay? Karma, again with reconciliation here, this Judgment energy. This talk about purpose as well. I feel like, again, if she would have like let it be known to everybody and let the truth come out that she had feelings for this man, she felt like she would have been judged, okay? She felt as though she would have been looked at differently. She would have felt as though people didn't connect with her or didn't relate with her anymore, or, you know, it's like, why would you deal with someone like that? She just didn't want to be judged, okay? Very like, wear your emotions on your sleeve and behind closed doors, but when it comes to the public perception, it's like, no, I don't want to be looked at. I don't want to be judged because I'm with this person in this way. Okay. I'm also seeing like a lawyer or something like that behind the scenes with this Queen of Swords, because that can represent a lawyer, like an attorney or something. I feel like there may have been someone kind of like talking down to her or talking down on her in a way. It's like, you know, make sure you say this, make sure you say that, blah, 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 is what I'm feeling. With this angel on top, this represents like Archangel Michael. It's like, you know, someone telling you with this Queen of Swords what you should and shouldn't do, what you shouldn't say, is what I feel like. And Judgment, again, can also talk about reconciliation, forgiveness. I feel like she almost wants to like offer forgiveness, or she wants somebody to be forgived or something like that, with this Knight of Cups and the Judgment card here. That can also talk about, again, like purpose, like your higher calling or something like that. But I don't understand why this would be like a higher calling, being in a situation like this, you know? It's almost one of those things where it's like inevitable, like it was supposed to happen this way because it was purpose. It was divine purpose, is what I feel like. I know that probably sounds crazy, guys, but nothing happens for no reason, basically. You know, like I said, there's a lot of spiritual and astrological phenomena surrounding this, I feel like. I also feel as though she kind of like wants to like almost ask for forgiveness, but she feels like she won't get it from Tory for some reason. Or either that or the public or something like that. Let me get 3 more on this, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Just had the Hierophant pop out. Taurus energy. That can talk about commitment, being stably committed to something or somebody, marriages. This is also talks about like this is a very spiritual, God-like card, okay? Maybe that's what it's like, forgiveness from God or something. I don't know. That's interesting. Or like some kind of spiritual leader or teacher or something like that with this Hierophant. This is like someone who is like a leader or someone you look up to learn from. This also be someone that works for the government as well, like hierarchy in the government, okay? Government job or something like that. I feel like she prays a lot though, like asking for forgiveness for some reason with this Judgment and the Knight of Cups. Let's see what else fell out. Yeah, the Magician and the Nine of Wands. Okay. Nine of Wands. This can talk about perseverance, putting up a fight, basically like not giving up either, you know, putting up the good fight and going all the way through to the end, not giving up. This is also someone who's like the wounded warrior. You've been through a lot, seen a lot, done a lot. And it's kind of like almost being at the finish line, basically. But then I also get apprehension. I get nervousness. Okay, being very blocked and closed off with this energy, this Nine of Wands. Okay, you can just tell by the way the guy's looking in the card. It's like, should I do this? Should I do that? Like being very nervous, okay, or apprehensive. Then you have the Magician card. This is Gemini energy. Okay, this is someone who's a heavy manifester, someone who, you know, is very good at getting what they want. They basically will say or do anything in order to get what they want, basically, okay? The Magician, he is the master of all suits, cups, swords, pentacles, and wands. Okay, they think about it this way. Think of like a real, like a street magician, right? Someone who casts illusions to make you feel like, or make it seem like to you that you saw something that actually didn't happen, okay? A magician, literally. All right, that's a manipulator, a trickster. And this is coming out underneath the Queen of Swords, who again is usually like a more truthful energy, very straightforward, very honest. But the Magician coming out underneath that, I feel like there was some kind of like twist or like manipulation of somebody's mind here. Manipulation of the truth. Manipulation, all right, coming from her end. Again, guys, this video is just for educational and entertainment purposes only, all right? We don't judge. We don't pick sides here. I'm just reading the cards as I see them. Yeah, I just got to download, again, to refer back to the public perception here. I really feel like she's nervous and apprehensive almost about being judged, either publicly or a higher spiritual being that she believes in, as far as like God goes, okay, the creator, the universe. I'm not exactly sure, you know, what type of spiritual things she believes in necessarily, but I feel like she does believe in God, okay, with this Hierophant energy coming out. And then again, Judgment is like karma. I feel like she's nervous about the backlash or some kind of karma that may come from this, like the truth being manipulated and things like that. And I definitely feel like she's being like taught or coached by somebody here in a higher power than her. Like someone she may look up to for advice or to learn shit from, basically, okay? I want to clarify this Queen of Swords and the Magician though real quick. And the way that, and the guy on this Nine of Swords, he's kind of just looking at the Magician like, you know, like, and again, the sense of like apprehension and nervousness, just looking at the Magician card. It's like, it's like a fear almost. And I feel like there's like a sense of like manipulation and masking the truth of things here with this Queen of Swords. Like someone's twisting somebody's words, twisting. just twisting what we perceive and what we see to be as truth and reality here, guys. Okay, I want to one more on this. Queen of Swords and the Magician. Why is this here? Queen of Swords and the Magician. These are two separate, totally different energies here. Eight of Pentacles just tried to flip out. Okay, I'm not going to keep it, but Eight of Pentacles just tried to flip out. It's like being very focused, very determined, hard work. Okay, this is like tunnel vision almost. Again, like getting things to work out in your favor, working things out the way it needs to be. Why is this Queen of Swords and the Magician here? Magician card. Whoop. Four of Cups. This talks about being bored or not being satisfied with something, missing out on opportunities, not wanting to be bothered with stuff, you know, like I almost want to say like being ignorant as well. Okay. It's kind of like she doesn't want to see the truth or the reality of things. I feel like it's like, nope, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me out of it. Nope, I got nothing to do with this. Shit like that, okay? And this is, again, clarifying the Queen of Swords and the Magician. I feel like I'm not really getting too much, like, legitimate, like, spiritual work being done on anybody here. But I do feel like there is a sense of manipulation here, ignoring the truth or something. You know, it's like boredom, disdain, not being satisfied. I feel like if the truth were to come out and he really were to be, you know, come out the victor on top of this, she clearly would not be satisfied with the outcome of that. I feel like even now she's not satisfied with the outcome of things. Like after the verdict and after the sentencing, it's like still not enough almost. And I get this sense of just kind of like feeling bad almost. It's like, you know, okay, this is that energy of like, you know, where somebody like is such a liar, or like they just habitually lie about small stuff, big stuff, shit they don't even need to be lying about. They just keep doing it. And it's like someone who lies about something enough, they start to believe it. That's what I feel like is going. It's like ignoring what is right in front of you, basically. Okay. And you have Two of Wands and the Five of Cups. Yeah, it's like having to make a decision or a choice, leaving somebody sad, depressed, upset, and regret. Okay, with this Five of Cups. Sadness, you know. And I just feel like there's this sense, again, of like fear, anxiety, apprehension, okay, that if something were to be truthfully spoken about or truthfully told, that she would basically be, she's afraid of being shunned and cut off from mainstream, or being cut off or shunned by the public, okay, her peers or whatever, with that Four of Cups. Okay, and the Queen of Swords does not play games. Her cutoff game is very strong. Okay, she will go ghost on you in a heartbeat if things are not going her way, basically. Okay, I feel like she's afraid of facing judgment here. I do. Maybe not so much as far as like the courts go, but just from the general public. All right. Again, fear, ego issues, lack of confidence, self-sabotage coming out for her. All right. That's interesting. And like, I want to clarify too, this Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Why is this here? Ooh. Wow. Two of Cups just fell out. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's like, again, like a partnership, a bond, a very strong connection here, whether it be friendships or relationships. All right, it's like a soulmate connection. Like I said before, I feel like with the two of them, Tory and Megan, it's like they felt as though they've known each other their entire lives. And I think she almost, again, feels kind of bad about I feel like not really going full force in this relationship or the situation with this person, okay, or being a better friend is what I'm getting as well. It's like she wants to wear her heart on her sleeve, but again, like the fear of being judged, the ego is in the way, basically, okay. There's a very strong potential there for something to be like a committed relationship. I feel like that may have come more from his end, wanting to be something a little bit more serious. It just, the potential was there though. It just obviously just didn't happen like that. Okay. And then you have the 4 of Cups, 6 of Cups. So a 4 of Cups and a 2 of Cups. So that's 6 of Cups. I can talk about memories, nostalgia, past life, childhood memories, and things like that. Things that make you feel good, make you feel like a kid again, creativity. I feel like she really felt like she could be herself, or felt as though she could just wear her heart on her sleeve around him. All right. But again, I just feel like whoever like this Hierophant is, this person that she goes to, looks up to, some teacher or someone in like a hierarchy, a higher position than her, they said talking down on you or telling you what to do, what to say, it got in the way here. I feel like she really feels bad about that. That she let other people get in her ear and get in the way of this friendship here. And like a very, very strong connection, a strong bond. Okay, it's deeper than just the music industry. It's deeper than just having someone to make a song with, basically, guys. Okay? It's a lot deeper than that. But yeah, let's move on. That's very interesting. Let's move on. I'm going to see why this courthouse card is here. Again, we have the Grim Reaper and the Butterfly. Okay, change, growth, transformation, no second chances. Let's see. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. I get 2 more. Holy Spirit, thank you. Is that 10 of Cups? A lot of cups here in this reading too so far. Let me get 1 more, Holy Spirit, on this courthouse energy. What's going on between the judge and the lawyers, attorneys, prosecutors? Holy Spirit, thank you. Give some clean, concise messages. Why is this courthouse card here? Okay, so yeah, the 10 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups coming out so far underneath the courthouse. Again, the courthouse is representing the judge, the attorneys, just the system overall as it proceeded over this case. So Page of Pentacles, any kind of page, doesn't matter what the suit is, any page is someone who is learning, an apprentice, someone who's in the energy of being very curious. All right, the Page of Pentacles can also talk about an offer. Okay, usually a very small offer, right? Like, want to get some coffee or something like that. Just very small. It's nothing major, it's anything serious. But yeah, I can just talk about like a financial offer or money coming in, or someone wanting to learn, okay? And then you have the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. That is a very like strong like family card, that 10 of Cups, okay? If not like a literal house, real estate or something like that. It's just like the most emotionally abundant card in the whole deck, the 10 of Cups, okay? I feel like clearly, the state, the prosecutors are very happy. They're satisfied with the way things have gone. As far as this verdict goes and as far as the sentencing, so this is something that, the prosecutors can celebrate with this 3 of Cups. All right, they've got a win here for the most part, okay? And then you have this Page of Pentacles. I feel like maybe, I don't think too much money was spent on the state's end with this, okay? I don't think too much money was utilized. Definitely not as much as Tory has spent, to defend himself in this case. But not a lot of money has gone out as far as like the prosecutors go and going to trial in this case. Definitely not as much as Tory did, but as you can see here, it's very jubilant, very joyful energy so far when it comes to that of the court. Now, when I think about the judge, I feel like, either way this case went, he was going to be happy, satisfied, regardless, because he got a payout out of this, okay? I mentioned that in the very first reading I did months ago about this topic, that there was definitely somebody paid off in this situation, and it's coming out here. So regardless of how this situation would have ended for either party, the courts would have been good. The judge would have been good regardless, because he got paid, and now, you know, they're celebrating that this is all over, pretty much, okay? And like I said, I feel like they're with these two cards coming out, the oracle cards talking about growth and change and transformation. I feel like, you know, I'm hearing happy train. Happy train. I don't even know what that means, but I feel like there could be something that may derail this happy train of this celebration here almost. Okay. Yeah, I see someone, you know, I see someone like, yeah, like we got him. Yeah, we did it. We got him. Yeah. It's like someone, I don't care, you know, unless you're like hurting kids or like you murder somebody, it's like, you know, I just feel like seeing somebody go to jail or be sentenced to so long or whatever, spending their life in prison. How can you feel happy seeing someone else's life be ruined? You know what I'm saying? Because two wrongs absolutely don't make a right. I believe in justice being served, of course, in any capacity, but at the same time, it's like, even if somebody, you know, hurt a family member of mine, I still have the understanding and moral and emotional wherewithal to understand that that's still someone else's family being affected by this or a situation. You know, even though someone may have hurt me or hurt my family member, it's like that person is still a human at the end of the day. So it's like cheering and being happy that somebody's life is basically derailed. I'm not the biggest fan of that, okay? I don't think it's nice. I don't think that shows you have much of a soul, you know, if you're actually fucking celebrating someone going to jail. But again, this is coming out of the courthouse, so this is their job. This is what they get paid to do, to lock people up, basically. So they gotta win at the end of the day, you know. Let me get 3 more on this, though. What's going on between the judge? I definitely see that someone was, like, offered some money with that Page of Pentacles. Like, listen, if you give us this win, okay, if you, you know, make sure we get this, I'll make sure you get this, is what I feel like, okay? Okay, and you have the Hangman that just popped out. This is Pisces energy. A lot of cups here. I don't know, Judge Hereford, that's the judge who basically ruled over the case. I don't know what his sign is. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I don't know, but Hangman can talk about new perspectives, okay? Having a new viewpoint on things. This is also talked about letting go, having to sacrifice, you know, like enlightenment, because the way that this sun is illuminated behind the man's head here on this card, it talks about illumination, being enlightened to things, okay? Whether that be, you know, information about a person, place, or thing, doesn't matter. But the Hangman is someone who has changed their perspective on and their outlook on life and things, okay? They can also talk about being stuck in a situation and kind of having to let go. Again, reverting back to sacrifice, kind of having to let something go. But the thing with the Hangman card here, it's like, you know, he's stuck, but this, with the story of tarot, it's like this person, you know, kind of, they wanted to be in that position. It's like they were stuck in this situation. They put themselves there, and now they're kind of having a change of heart and a change of perspective, and they have to sacrifice and let go, right? Again, I feel like there's going to be like a change of heart and something here, or a change with this situation, with this case. And it may have to do with like finances, or someone being paid or not being paid enough. I don't know, but let's keep going. Let me get 2 more on this. Holy Spirit. Why is this Hangman card here? Seven of Wands. This is like a blocking energy, being very defensive, standing your ground, standing for what you believe in, you know, fighting for your rights and stuff like that. I feel like they really fought this case hard. Like, it's almost like, and you guys know, if you followed this case at all, then you'll know there was like really not a whole lot of substantial evidence. Yes, we know a verdict is still a verdict. Okay, a crime still occurred. We know that. Somebody was still victimized. Somebody was still hurt. But there were still a lot of loopholes and still a lot of like missing pieces in this case that didn't really add up necessarily, okay? And this Seven of Wands is coming out underneath the Three of Cups. So it's like, there might be an appeal. There might be an appeal, okay? And I think with, you know, this fighting back energy or standing up for yourself, okay, kind of being attacked, I feel like some of these prosecutors or like whoever was involved in this case may kind of be nervous or fearful about being attacked by other people. Like they're celebrating a win, but in the back of their mind, it's like, you know, I feel like some of them, whoever, the judge or, you know, the prosecutors in this case, whoever, it's like they know they kind of have to like watch their back or like really like move carefully and move diligently, because there are people out here that may try to attack their character or something like that because of this. All right, but there might have been like a lot of fighting or like disagreements or something in the midst of this court situation or something between the lawyers on Tory's end and the prosecutors and the judge or whatever. And someone really felt like they really had to defend themselves or something here. I'm seeing somebody get like attacked. I don't know why, but I'm getting this sense of like, okay, someone being at a party or a celebration or a reunion, a get together, I don't know, and then them being like attacked by somebody, maybe not physically, but like maybe verbally or something. I don't know, like because of this win, I feel like they could definitely potentially, you know, be at risk of being attacked. Or their jobs could be attacked or something like that. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. And it's like the one man on the card facing off 6 other wands. So it's like, you know, it could be the public and stuff like that coming up against them. Oh, wow. We have the 7 of Cups. A lot of cups here. This is like confusion, illusion. Living in fantasy, la la land, right? It's coming out underneath the 10 of Cups. Yeah, like I said, there was a lot of loopholes. There's a lot of confusion in this case. A lot of things kind of like being poked and holes being jigged around and stories being manipulated. And like, I feel like there's a heavy sense of like keeping the public confused here. Okay? Again, the public, like other people, attacking this one man here, confusion, disillusion, fantasy. This is also like drinking a lot, okay? They can also talk about having a lot of options, having a lot of choices. You know, I feel like with the court system here, it was like, you know, I feel like even the judge was confused at the end of the day, you know? I really do. I feel like there were certain details that were either missing or not explained fully, or that just didn't really make sense. That I feel like maybe the judge or even maybe one of these prosecutors, but I'm getting more so the judge, you know, he's like still confused about. And it's like, you know, maybe this or that didn't happen. Maybe this was true. Maybe it wasn't true. It's like changing your mind or changing your perspective on something and, you know, coming out of confusion here. And you have double sevens, okay? 777 can be important. Yeah, with this Page of Pentacles, I definitely feel like there was like money offered to someone here in order to gain or receive a win or something like that. And it seems like somebody may have had like a change of heart or a change of perspective with this hangman energy here. And I just see like a lot of backlash, a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing here because of, you know, certain choices that were made with the Seven of Cups, okay? Oh, jeez. This is a lot. I really didn't even mean for this reading to go this long, but this is a lot. I'm going to clarify this Page of Pentacles and the Hangman real quick just to see why this is here, because I wasn't feeling as stumped with the other two energies as I am with this courthouse. So, because I know there's a lot of people involved when it comes to the court system. So, I just really feel like this was more like I'm hearing home run, like hitting a home run and making sure that, you know, that this is just kind of put away and buried underneath the ground and not ever spoken of again, you know? Let me see, why is this Page of Pentacles in the Hangman here? And then I'll get you guys out of here, I swear. Why is this Page of Pentacles here in the Hangman? Let's see. Seven of Pentacles? Yeah, more money. Oh, God. You guys, I just had a download. I definitely said something like this in the first reading I did about this situation months ago. It's like someone is waiting to be paid, waiting for the money to come in. It's like there's like a delay on the finances or something here. Okay, the Hangman can talk about pauses and delays as well. This is a waiting energy, patiently waiting for your investment to return, okay? Whatever somebody put their effort into, this is like waiting for the energy to be reciprocated. When you plant seeds, right? You're trying to plant a tree. You got to wait and water it, nurture it, take care of it until that plant starts to grow, okay? Yeah, and Seven of Pentacles, it's like somebody is waiting on some type of like on some type of return on an investment here. And this is the third triple sevens. Again, I just said that 777. Like something about the month of July can be important. I know Tory is a Leo. His birthday is in July, but we're not talking about him anymore. Okay. I just feel like with 777, it's like luck was on their side or things were just working in their favor. And I feel like, you know, whoever the judge got an offer of money from, I feel like they were expecting more or something like that. They were expecting more than they got with this Page of Pentacles, okay, like a small offer, but they were like waiting for something else to come in, or this could literally just be waiting for like something to be cleared or waiting for the payment to come in. I feel like, you know, that's interesting. I don't even think I feel any like clearer or any better about this situation at all, to be honest with you guys, but it has not sat well with me since it occurred. And I said that in the very first reading I did about this situation, like people being paid off, you know, people being in the background. You know, there's so many different hands involved in this situation. It's not even funny, like that we as the public don't necessarily get to see. It's just like a patience, waiting, okay? Someone's waiting for something to change here, waiting for something to happen. Again, or waiting for some kind of money to come through. I feel like they also kind of just, you know, didn't even want to spend as much time as they did on this case. Okay, I feel like the judge is kind of like, damn, like when is this going to be over? This is ridiculous. Like, I already got paid. Like, why are we still here? Type of situation, you know. It's at the end of the day, I feel like this situation is really just all about money, you know, and ego getting in the way of something genuine here. And then you have someone who is very like passionate about clarity and the truth, and they're very passionate about things moving forward. Okay, there's a lot of like mixed energy here, and I just wish the best for everybody in this situation. Megan, I wish her the best. I wish Tory the best. You know, it's just really a sad situation just overall, considering that, you know, a fun night full of partying and drinking turned into something like this. You know what I'm saying? But I really, really hope y'all enjoyed this reading, or that y'all got something out of it, okay? Please don't come for me in the comments, all right? If y'all have something nice to say, great. You have something bad to say, okay, that's great too, I guess. But, you know, if you're gonna have like negative comments and, you know, try to say, oh, I'm picking Megan's side, I'm picking Tory's side, you guys just save it, all right? Because it's not what I come here to do with these readings at all. So yeah, I hope something resonated here and you guys took something from this, or this may have clarified something a little bit more as far